How much can we believe of what Vladimir Putin says?
Oh, that's a good question. He's talking about civilian casualties, first off. He's not talking about combatants. And this is his way of saying, there's a Western propaganda machine out there, and they are disinterested in us achieving success, and so they're lying to you. We heard the same kind of thing from the Russian foreign minister yesterday when he was asked why they weren't hitting Islamic State and hitting other groups, responding to some comments that the U.S. Secretary of Defense had said, saying, hey, don't listen to the U.S. when it comes to Russian airstrikes, listen to us. So, I guess you have to listen to Vladimir Putin and be just as critical as you would with any other leader.
If he is indeed attacking anti-rebel groups being rebels to Bashar al-Assad's regime, so if he indeed is supporting the al-Assad regime, why doesn't he just come out and say so? Why does he want the U.S. to think that he is actually targeting ISIS?
Yeah, that's an interesting one. You know what? Actually, they're all over the place on this one. So yesterday, the Russians were very clear in saying they're only going after Islamic State. But they seem to be gaining confidence, because today the president's spokesman was quite blunt, and he said, we're there to support the Syrian army, and we'll be there as long as the Syrian army is advancing. And he kind of changed the focus, shifted the focus from we're hitting Islamic State to we're hitting all of that. We're for the Assad regime, and that just ensues that we would be going after Islamic State. But it doesn't exclude going after other groups, because the Russians consider many of the other groups, including groups trained by the U.S. that they hit yesterday, to be terrorists.
Yes, Ryan, there are already 250,000 casualties in Syria. If there are more casualties as a result of these Russian actions, does it change the policy of the United States or any other international country?
I don't see how anybody's policy changes as a result of this. They're talking about this. Everybody's using this new word called de-conflicting. So the idea is that the Russians will do what they want, and the U.S. and its allies from the West will do what it wants, and they'll just make sure they don't get in one another's way. But nobody sounds like they're going to come to a united front to end this quickly.
We're going to keep an eye on developments. And thank you to Ryan Chilcote. He joined us there from our Bloomberg headquarters in London.